Perched on the rim of a dramatic cliff, this modern home was not merely designed, it was envisioned to float above the land, as though nature itself had pulled the ground from beneath it. The house stands where the terrain collapses into a steep valley, creating a sense of suspense and weightlessness in its silhouette. Designed to elevate the experience of dwelling above the world, this residence is an architectural feat of balance, minimalism, and grace. For Modo Haus, this is where the journey begins, a story of structure, serenity, and daring placement. The home's location, carved into a mountainside that sharply drops into a forested abyss, required a design that responded to the terrain without dominating it. The cliffside dictated form, pushing the structure outward instead of upward, minimizing its footprint while maximizing its spatial drama. The form of the house appears to levitate, a linear volume with sharp lines and cantilevered wings that seem to defy gravity. The structure utilizes reinforced concrete and steel supports hidden deep within the rock face, giving the illusion of suspension over the void. Visitors approach from a narrow road, greeted not by a facade but by a bridge, a minimalist walkway that stretches over a gap to a recessed front door. The entry sequence is intentionally restrained, directing attention to the vastness beyond. Just past the threshold, a floor-to-ceiling window immediately frames the valley drop below, setting the tone for the rest of the house, architecture as a lens, directing one's gaze to the world beyond. The central living space opens wide, with sliding glass walls that vanish completely into the structure, leaving the interior exposed to the cliffside breeze and the echoing silence of the forested valley below. Though it floats visually, the house feels grounded through its material palette: raw concrete walls, warm oak floors, and matte black steel, all evoking permanence and calm amidst the height. The main living room rests just inches from the edge, separated only by thick panes of low-iron glass that run from floor to ceiling, creating a continuous visual link between inside and abyss. The furnishings follow the minimalist philosophy: low, sculptural pieces in neutral tones that do not distract from the commanding view. A long, black leather sofa and an abstract concrete fireplace echo the house's linear rhythm. The kitchen is tucked into a monolithic black stone wall with concealed cabinetry, a floating island, and integrated lighting that feels like it hovers, mirroring the house's elevation and spirit. The dining area sits on a glazed platform that cantilevers even farther out than the living space, giving guests the sensation of hovering in open space while seated around a hand-carved timber table. A narrow hallway connects the public and private wings of the home, bordered by a continuous skylight above and a strip of glazing at the floor, offering glimpses of the rock beneath and the sky above. The master bedroom floats on the far end of the structure, completely encased in glass on three sides, allowing the valley to become an immersive and ever-changing backdrop for sleep and solitude. Positioned to face the rising sun, the bed is oriented toward an open horizon where morning light spills across polished concrete, blurring the line between shelter and landscape. The ensuite bathroom continues the drama, with a freestanding tub next to a wall of glass that peers straight down the cliffside. There are no curtains here, only the clouds, wind, and distant trees. Unlike the master, the guest bedroom is partially embedded into the cliff, with a smaller window looking outward, an intimate contrast to the openness found elsewhere in the house. A small, glass-enclosed courtyard garden is carved into the center of the house, offering a still moment, a place for greenery and grounding among the vast, open vistas. A minimalist office space hangs over the edge with a floating desk fixed to a glass wall, giving the illusion of working midair, with nothing but sky and treetops in sight. A secluded lounge at the western end captures the full drama of sunset, with deep cushions and warm wall tones amplifying the golden hour light that pours through retractable glazing. From the outside, the house appears as a series of stacked planes. From within, it's a study in stillness. Every spatial decision was made to slow time, to breathe with the wind, and to live in suspension. A slim terrace wraps around the most exposed side of the home, protected by seamless glass balustrades. This outdoor platform offers a place to walk, reflect, and feel the air shift as clouds drift beneath your feet. As night falls, the house glows like a quiet lantern. Concealed lighting washes the concrete with warmth, transforming its severe lines into soft silhouettes that hover in the darkness. Though dramatic, the home's environmental footprint is minimal. Solar panels, passive ventilation, and rainwater harvesting work invisibly behind the scenes, ensuring sustainability matches beauty. The design seeks not to conquer the cliff, but to accompany it, to respect the terrain's natural narrative, to perch like a bird on a branch rather than stake dominance over the land. Every room was oriented with intention, welcoming the shifting qualities of light throughout the day, letting shadows and sunlight become architectural features in their own right. This is a home not meant for busy movement, but for presence, for silence, for reflection, and for feeling small in the best way possible, floating somewhere between sky and stone. Living where the land falls away is not merely about daring placement or dramatic design, it is about redefining what it means to feel connected. Suspended above the valley, this house offers more than a breathtaking view. It offers stillness, perspective, and peace. On Modo Haus, we celebrate homes like this, places that dissolve the boundary between architecture and nature, elevating both the structure and the soul.